Hi, I'm Egon Spang with clone number 27, and I'm coming to you with another reaction video. This video is going to be absolutely interesting because it's by Tom MacDonald, All My Haters. I've come to the realization that if you don't have anyone hating you, or at least kind of disagreeing with you, then you're probably nothing more than a chameleon. You don't stand for anything. That's kind of what the life challenge I've been going through. It's like, do I actually try to blend in like a chameleon, or do I actually hold and stand true to my values? Tom MacDonald has no problem doing that. It's something that when you get bullied, when you're extremely young, kind of gets indoctrinated into you, but it's how you handle it, especially when you get older. That's when it really truly matters. So I'm definitely kind of interested in hearing what he has to say on this matter. It's probably going to be epic. I'm probably going to learn from it. The way I look at it, if you're not learning, then you're already dead. So Benjamin Franklin said it perfectly. You know, buried at dead at 25, and then like buried at 60 something because life expectancy was short. Long story short was, once you stop learning, there's no point in continuing on with life. And Benjamin Franklin had a very interesting way of saying it. A little dark, but hey, when you're a founding father of an entire country, I think you can be. Let's jump right into it.
All my haters got pronouns, green hair, BLM t-shirts, fully vaccinated in a mask, scared to breathe air. All my haters woke, all my haters woke. All my haters woke, all my haters. All my haters like to burn flags, protest, wear drag, no offense. All my haters liberals and they ain't making no sense. All my haters woke, all my haters woke. All my haters woke, all my haters, all my haters, all my haters whack. They afraid of facts. They don't think you worth the air you breathe unless you gay or black. All my haters hang out with Antifa waving rainbow flags. All the dudes who hate me think they pregnant, they just gay and fat. They've been watching CNN and Disney on their televisions. Never seen a gym but get Ozempic shots injected in them. Blaming us for homophobia and
there is so much that is just packed into that. I can pretty much narrow it down to special interest groups, the minority, trying to force feed the majority what they think should be right versus what is either common sense, morally correct, and yes, we can go in the whole who dictates or indicates what's moral. There needs to be some sort of litmus. I get that. But at the end of the day, he's literally going through each group and calling them out for what it is. You know what? That's like an entire I could go down an entire rabbit hole on this. I'm not going to. I want to enjoy Tom MacDonald's music, not use this as a soapbox. His flow is, he's got his own flow. You know, if you hear Eminem, you know it's Eminem. Tom has his own flow. The only way I can visually see it is like one of the lowrider cars with hydraulics popping up and down. Do 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 do. So it's kind of like seeing the hydraulic just of the front of the car just popping up and pushing it off the ground just ever so slightly and just hopping up and down. That's his flow is definitely unique to him. It works for him. And honestly, at the end of the day, I know I've said this a million times. Mostly I listen for the sound, but oddly enough, Tom flipped the script on me, and I listened for his words because his lyrics are what makes the sound for me. It's interesting. What is he going after? What is he going against? And so that's something that truly does fascinate me. He has an interesting way of bringing things to light, but yet at the same time creating bars in such a way that it's actually an amazing addition to the rap world genre, if you will. and it's not being forced into the crap that's being done by mainstream media. And yes, I will call it crap.
Anti-Semitism, think that if you straight and white and male, you should be sent to prison. All my haters left the center, come in 50 different genders. Members of the woke mob, registered as sex offenders. All my haters woke as hell, probably means they broke as well. I don't need to know them, I can tell. All my haters got pronouns, green hair, BLM t-shirts, fully vaccinated in a mask, scared to breathe air. All my haters woke, all my haters woke. All my haters woke, all my haters. All my haters like to burn flags, protest, wear drag, no offense. All my haters liberals and they ain't making no sense.
You all heard that, right? That they're burning flags and doing things. The long and the short of it is, they have the freedom to destroy this country, and they're doing their damnedest to do it. And Tom said it correctly. Special interest groups do not have what's interested for the special interest, let's face it. At the end of the day, do you understand what you guys chose a poor symbol, the rainbow flag? That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and here's the reason why. Do you understand it is the absolute and pure segregation of light frequencies from one to the other? If you want to be so together, you should have chose white or black. Rainbow means that you want to segregate, to destroy, to chop apart. You guys really don't understand the concept, do you? Just saying. Again, your choice, but at the same time, it's kind of like you're saying one thing, but are showing something completely different. I don't know where to go. Yeah, it's a thing. Just saying, it's a thing. So anyways, back to Tom's song. And so what he's saying, at least this is what I'm picking up with what he's putting down. People are choosing to be adding to tension, adding to stress, adding to anxiety, because they're anxious, and instead of fixing themselves, they're going to dump that onto everybody else, and that is not cool. It's unacceptable.
All my haters woke, all my haters woke. All my haters woke, all my haters, all my haters, all my haters lame, cancel everything. They think men are toxic, but they can't define a woman. Ayy, all my haters hate police cause they don't want the city safe. They so triggered all the time, but none of them know how to aim. They think that they above the law, they loot a store, don't get arrested. Killing babies, they don't use protection, they just getting pregnant. Only time they win is when they cheat, you know they rigged elections. Claiming we're privileged so they can say they living in oppression.
Facts, absolute facts. If you don't think that the 2020 election was rigged, then you do not know how America is supposed to operate. Multiple swing states and states that all of a sudden miraculously went over to the Democratic side. They had one area, one what was it, county election zone, one election zone to extend their voting time, which is illegal, completely illegal. In the fact that there were entire pads, like stacks of the ballots that only had the president information, and it was all exactly the same. Kind of questionable, just saying. So there's other things too that I could certainly get into. I saw a documentary on all of the drop boxes because it was during COVID, so therefore people could go to the drop boxes, people just feeding one after the other, and the only ones who were allowed to do that were couriers that were tasked to that for people who could not leave their homes. Well, the problem was the video cameras that caught that, hate to tell you, were in areas that no one was registered to have a courier. So, yeah, there is way too much evidence. However, everyone got cranky because God forbid that the popular vote would be looked down upon due to the fact that, it wasn't really that popular. Just saying. Um, Anyways, Tom is just absolutely killing it as usual. And I know I'm getting riled up. I apologize. You know what? Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Because, yeah, I'm one of the many. One of the majority of people who are just done with special interest groups. You don't need special privileges. You need to have your privileges the same level as us. And we'll call it a day.
All my haters left the center, come in 50 different genders. Members of the woke mob, registered as sex offenders. All my haters woke as hell, probably means they broke as well. I don't need to know them, I can tell. All my haters got pronouns, green hair, BLM t-shirts, fully vaccinated in a mask, scared to breathe air. All my haters woke, all my haters woke. All my haters woke, all my haters. All my haters like to burn flags, protest, wear drag, no offense. All my haters liberals and they ain't making no sense. All my haters woke, all my haters woke. All my haters woke, all my haters, all my haters, all my haters threaten me, they bluffing. Ain't no guts inside their stomachs, they identify as blueberry muffins. They wanted cops to be defunded, bumping Macklemore, they love them. Swear to God, the one thing they got in common is all my haters got pronouns, green hair, BLM t-shirts, fully vaccinated in a mask, scared to breathe air. All my haters woke, all my haters.
I just thought something absolutely funny when it came into the hook. Basically, his haters are nothing more than a really bad carnival. They're just a bunch of carnies. And to those of you who work at carnivals, this is not a slight against you. I said a bad carny, first of all. Second of all, it's just nightmare fuel. It's something you would expect, like the strong man and, the bearded woman and all this other stuff. And that's really what it boils down to. It's just a group of odd individuals who don't want to or shouldn't fit into society. And that was kind of the draw to carnivals way back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. But yeah, it's that kind of just jumped into my head, and I'm kind of amused.
Whoa. All my haters woke, all my haters. All my haters like to burn flags, protest, wear drag, no offense. All my haters liberals and they ain't making no sense. All my haters woke, all my haters woke. All my haters woke, all my haters, all my haters, all my.
All right, Tom. Well, to me, that's another banger. I absolutely appreciate it. It was absolutely amazing. Loved it. It's exactly what I expected when I saw that it was called All My Haters. And honestly, when he was putting into lyrics, I'm kind of having an epiphany of it's a certain section of individuals, and I have nothing wrong or nothing against, unless you're against me. If you and people who think differently, if I have no problem with debating. I've had some excellent debates with the valedictorian of my high school from yesteryear, and I've absolutely cherished it because she sees things in a very different light than I do, and I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. I'm learning from it, and honestly, I have my own things that I have to understand when it comes to bringing up good information and making a valid point in a debate. I am weak in debate. Charlie Kirk, people from Turning Point who are following in his footsteps, they have a much more understanding of how the debate works. I was horrible in AP history. Anyways, Tom MacDonald, it's another one. I appreciate you, man. I hope you keep churning these out. This is Egon Spangler, clone number 27, coming to you with this reaction video that I absolutely appreciated. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, a thumbs up as well. Let me know in the comments what you think. I know I went off on a tangent a few times. I love my shiny squirrels. I'm going to definitely chase after them. But what are your thoughts? And if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. I don't have a problem with that. I have no problem with that. Just let's keep it cordial so that we can actually have a real dialogue. Just saying. Have a good one.